Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of The Long Dark. I kind of messed this one up a little bit, as you'll see now. Basically, Windows decided to update itself last night. I'm totally blaming Windows. I know that's a bit of a cliche, but poor Windows, scapegoat. But I think it is actually responsible this time. Updated last night. I went to work all day today, came back, was like, right, I need to get an episode recorded, ready for tomorrow because I don't have an episode for tomorrow. So I went straight into recording, and I actually got through 2 episodes. There we go, a couple of hands there. That's cool. Before realizing that I hadn't recorded my microphone. So didn't know what to do really. That was a lot of footage and a lot of progress to just scrap the footage altogether. With this kind of game, I want you guys to see what I've been up to. So I decided to keep the footage. I'm just going to speed it up like this. I've sped both episodes up into a 10-minute segment, basically. And I thought I'd just kind of talk you through a few bits and pieces here. So the first thing I did when I logged in, it's not on camera here, but I kind of went outside, not remembering why I was inside, and it turned out there was a wolf outside. So I came back in, started doing bits and pieces. I think I had some bad weather or something. Just passing the time. Thought I'd pass until daytime to make the weather a little bit better. I've been messing around as well, trying to get the hang of the different features, because there's been a patch since the last episode as well. In fact, I think it was a few days ago now, but you probably saw there the waiting and the passing time mechanic has changed. Here begins a long saga of me trying to just escape the house because of the wolves. But they've done a bunch of new stuff. You saw the hands there when we had the match in our hands. I thought that was pretty cool. They're doing more of that. And sadly, there isn't one while we're holding the rifle here, but I guess they'll be working on that. And they've added like a new difficulty level, which is called Interloper. So technically, we are no longer playing on the hardest difficulty, which kind of sucks for the playthrough, but I don't want to stop it just because of that. We're still playing on the second hardest, what has been the hardest up until now. There's a wolf there. One shot killed it. I think they might have smoothed out the rifle mechanics there a little bit, because that was a pretty decent, like, that was pretty easy to get that one, although you'll see I don't always have such an easy time. But what they've basically done is they've made it so that every difficulty level is harder than it was previously. So even though we're not on the hardest difficulty, we're actually playing on a harder one than we were before. Oh, there's that wolf. I missed that one. Oh, that hurt. Off he goes. I think I decided to go and try and finish him off because I wanted to get the hide and the meat from that wolf carcass we just shot. So yeah, there you go. He's died there. I think I managed to get one of these before the cold weather kicks in again. So let's grab this. But yeah, the game gets progressively harder the longer you've been playing. And this playthrough is on something like 65, 66 days, which is, for me at least, a long time. And they've changed it. I'm trying to remember how they did it, but it's basically like the wolves get either, I think it's more aggressive, and I think there are more of them as well, which you'll kind of see from this episode. Like, I thought we'd cleared out the wolves from around here, and you'll see in a bit that apparently is not true. And they've tweaked things, like I think they had some feature where you can actually find more stuff along beaches, so we're gonna have to do some exploring and find that. Oh yeah, this hacksaw. Totally forgot about this. This, thanks to Mama Jamma, was like, you missed a tool on top of one of those red boxes. And I was like, oh, of course, I always do that. I didn't realize it was a hacksaw. That's something we're missing, so we've actually got one of those now, which is great. Let's see, what else is there? Yeah, that decay mechanic. What do they say? It's something like, yeah, focus particularly on global temperature, weather patterns, wildlife presence, blizzard frequency, and fuel resources. So, long story short, it's going to get colder and colder and colder the longer you play. The weather's going to get progressively worse. You're going to get more and more blizzards, and I'm pretty sure we've been experiencing that in these 2 episodes as well. Wildlife presence. So that means game animals like deer and, I presume, rabbits are less frequent the longer you've been in the game world. So it's going to be harder and harder to hunt for food. Blizzard frequency, fuel resources, I guess that means things like the tree limbs, which always respawn. You can use those to get wood. Those won't spawn as frequently either, so it's going to be harder to get like firewood and stuff. Here we go, we're harvesting this one as well, and it turned to nighttime, of course. Make it back to the house. Yeah, got all this meat. I'm keeping all this meat outside. And here's the thing. I don't know whether this is a real thing. There we go. We're on to the second episode now. I kind of started this back in one of the other houses. I wanted to get some more cloth to make some bandages and repair our equipment and stuff. I don't know whether this is the thing, but I kind of feel like it might be from how bad it's suddenly gotten. You'll see in a second here, the whole area is now infested, absolutely infested with wolves. There's one. He came after us before I got a clear shot at him, so I had to go inside and hide for a minute. I think we decided to try and go out the other door here just so we can, get the drop on him. Let's try and sneak around this corner here. I can hear him at this point. I'm trying to figure out where he is. I had to delete the actual game audio because speeding up the game made it sound like fingernails on a chalkboard. It was terrible. Yeah, there you go. So I see this wolf. I shoot. Then I realized that he was actually right next to me and there was that way. So there was 2 wolves right there. 3 wolves, a third one. Bearing in mind, we've just cleared this area out. 4 wolves. Getting a little bit better with a rifle, I guess, but there we go. I was like, at that point, I'm just getting inside, because that wasn't even the last of them, I don't think. So either it's the difficulty, which has made that ridiculous, and there's wolves everywhere in this location now, or it's because I've got all that meat outside. And I don't know if that's attracting them. It could well be, I suppose. Who knows? But it kind of got to the point where I was just like fed up. I was like, you know what? We're going to be stuck here forever if I don't do something about this right now. I found that other fire striker there as well. I miss so much stuff in these places. It's ridiculous. What do I do here? Oh yeah, I think I just decided to do a little bit of tidying up. Just to take a break from the outside there. There we go. Drop that thing. Have some water, some sleep. And then I think I decide we're just going to head out. So we go out again. We've just scared off like 4 wolves here. Let's just grab some equipment, have some tasty dog food. Or maybe this is it. Maybe that's the reason. We've been eating dog food, and now we smell extra tasty to them. But like, there we go. Another wolf, 5th one, which I miss, and it runs off. But like, there's no point in me even taking the time to stop and get all that meat. We've got so much sitting outside the house now. It's all carnivore meat. I need some non-carnivore meat to mix it with. There's another wolf. So I'm like, forget this, we're going exploring. I really wanted to get to, there was like a house on top of a cliff overlooking this village on that spoiler-free map by Torda and Whiteberry, I think. I wanted to go see if I could get to that this episode, and I stumbled across this one, which I didn't know about. It's kind of hard to tell from those maps sometimes what's around. So we go and we check in here. Yeah, get some supplies, some more food and stuff, which is good. Can't say no to some extra food, right? It's always useful. Yep, tasty stuff. And this is some sort of exploring equipment, because we need stuff to... Oh yeah, so we've got lots of water in this house as well. It just kind of raided the place for portable supplies, because I didn't bring that much out with me. Oh, more ammunition, that's great. We've been burning through it, obviously. Yeah, because we've got all that carnivore meat, we just need more food to mix it in with. There we go, crowbar. Apparently you keep those behind the toilet, obviously. Extra bandage, that's actually pretty good. We haven't taken too much damage. Considering how many wolves there are, we've actually been doing okay, I think. Oh yeah, and I came outside and the weather's picking up again. It does this sometimes where the wind just goes crazy, and you don't know whether it's going to progress into a full-on blizzard or whether it's going to get calm again, and like, you don't really want to take the risk, I don't think. So we slept for like an hour, and it turned out it got a little bit calmer. So I decided to actually go and do some exploring. I know it doesn't actually look that much calmer on video, but I swear it sounded calmer. And it was also at this point that I finally realized that my mic wasn't working. And I was like, well, great. what do I do now? So I was kind of like, well, I'm not talking. I'm just going to do some exploring here, and I'm going to see if we can find this last house so we can finish off in this area, and hopefully we can actually move on to the rest of the map. You know, we've got a lot more to explore in this location. It seems absolutely huge, and there's loads of stuff I want to go and visit. And also, like I say, I wanted to get away from those wolves. So yeah, we came up here. Oh yeah, there was this little cool little nook on top of this cliff here, which I thought was kind of neat. If I was gonna build a base, it'd be right here. Grab some more lichen for making more bandages. Good for fighting infections on wolf bites and stuff. Grab some more mushrooms, herbal remedies. Grab those. We'll keep exploring this way. Some really beautiful scenery in this place. Like, you forget sometimes, and then you reach a new area, and you've just got this vista overlooking like a cliff or a valley, and you're like, oh, it's amazing. There's a rope here, which I think, well, there's no point climbing it, but I think that led to an area we've already explored. And we finally found, this was apparently that house on top of the cliff. So I made it here, looted this stuff, and that was it. So thanks for bearing with me on this one, guys. For now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.